Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Nicole the Career Catalyst. So, this is an amazing space for you in case if you're looking for anything personal and professional growth. Now, in this channel, I share a lot of content regarding career, entrepreneurship, as well as relocating abroad, whether it is through scholarships or conferences. I got you. So, this is the space for you to stay tuned at. Don't forget to share, to subscribe, and let's dive in because I have some juicy opportunities to share with you. So, a few weeks back, I got a message from one of my subscribers over here who was looking for different ways and opportunities to relocate abroad through volunteering. Because now I get it, like, as much as I share a lot of different pathways for you to relocate abroad through scholarships, conferences, sometimes you might be there looking for a much more budget friendly way for you to still achieve your goal and your dreams of relocating abroad. So if that is you that I'm talking about, then I got you, because in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 4 different pathways that you can use to relocate next year through volunteership. So do not go away because I have amazing websites that I'm going to be sharing with you. Before we dive into some of the websites that I'm going to be sharing with you, so the country that we're going to be looking at today is none other than the United Kingdom. Now, I've already created some couple of opportunities based in the UK for you to relocate to. So if you haven't yet watched some of my videos, then I'll leave them over here in the playlist and you can watch them. Now, the UK is one of the growing markets, especially when it comes to volunteer opportunities. Like, there are so many organizations right now in the UK that are looking for volunteers abroad. And guess what? They are ready and willing and are providing the COS, Certificate of Sponsorship, so that you can be able to relocate over there for a year in order to work as volunteer under the charity worker visa. Now, the huge benefit is that a lot of these volunteer organizations, as much as some of them are looking for people who can even stay for 6 months, but majority of them would prefer people who can stay a bit longer, which is at least a minimum of a year. And there's also a possibility for you to be able to extend this visa, I believe, to 1 more year again, depending on how that goes. But yeah, so without rambling too much, I'm going to share with you 4 different websites that are currently hiring for volunteers in the UK, and you could be one of them. Okay, so the first website that we are looking at is called Christian Endeavor Holiday Centers. So this website or these centers are based in the UK. So whether you're looking for a family or a themed week or a church weekend away full of activity, a break in lovely holidays, or time to explore faith and relax from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, one of our welcoming Christian Endeavor Holiday Centers is a great choice to consider. So this is just a little bit about the website. So these are their centers. They have self-catering cottages, there's Beechwood Court, and then there's the Pleasance Court. The Pleasance. Yes, and they also equally have other different holiday centers that you can apply to. So in particular, I want us to check out their volunteer opportunity. So let me just come here. So you're going to come to vacancies and then you'll click on volunteering. So on the volunteering tab, this is where they have information if you'd love to apply and become a volunteer with them. So if you're interested in joining their team, they welcome people from the UK and around the world at any time of the year. So practically there's no deadline. And join the teams serving at our centers in North Wales and North Follock. So volunteers are invited to join us for between a few weeks up to 1 year. Residential volunteers receive free food and accommodation for the duration of their stay and a small amount of pocket money each week. They will be expected to serve our guests, keep the house and gardens well maintained, and enjoy their time together as part of their communal rhythm of prayer, service, and worship. We accept those who are seeking to follow Jesus, to serve others, and to work alongside those of other cultural backgrounds. Volunteer teams will be involved in Christian worship, daily Bible readings and discussions both at the center and in local churches. Volunteers have the opportunity to improve their English by daily usage, and at some times in the year may be able to take English lessons. So if you have any questions regarding the volunteering opportunity, you can check out their FAQs over here. So what happens next? In case if you want to apply, you're interested in volunteering with them, you'll need to send an expression of interest stating why you're interested in applying to be a volunteer with them. So you include a CV if you have one, and then you send it to their email address, which is this. We will then reply to you and send you all the application details if appropriate. So keep in mind that when you send them that letter, when you send them your CV, send it alongside your cover letter, okay, explaining why you'd like to volunteer and things of that sort. So if you're selected, if they respond to you, that means you're selected. So when they respond to you, they're going to send you application documents for you to fill. So when you fill in those forms and all of that, they'll also ask you for reference letters and things of that sort. So once you submit all of that, and then they will get back to you with the confirmation. So after you've been accepted, that's when they will later send you the invitation documents for you to process your visa in order to join them in the UK for this volunteer opportunity. So it's that easy and simple. That's the process. So go ahead and check out this website. I'll also leave the link in the description box. Okay, so our second website is Camphill community. So as we scroll down here, we're going to just look at a little bit of information about it. So Camphill community offers a residential care home for over 40 adults with learning disabilities, supported by more than 100 staff members. Additionally, a day service provides 6 places daily. Located in a picturesque rural setting 3 miles from Dunkeld, Highland Perthshire, Coire has been a home for some residents for over 40 years. Residents at Coire experience a genuinely homely environment, participation in festivals, celebrations, and daily routines that promote individual well-being, engagement in meaningful work and creative projects through workshops, a sense of belonging to the Coire community, support to connect with a wider community. Okay, so that is a little bit of information about Coire. These are some of the photos, so you can always click there just to know more details about them. So these are some of the values. You can also click here to read more about them, support us, about jobs, home life, and all of that. However, there's only one part that I'm interested in, which is their volunteer opportunities. So you come here under support us, you'll find volunteer at Coire. So if you'd like to volunteer at Coire, what it's like, you will have the opportunity to meet like-minded young people from Europe and beyond, and have a brilliant time exploring Scotland too. A life-enhancing and life-changing experience. We have many different nationalities here at Coire. We like to consider ourselves a veritable mini United Nations. So if you choose to come and volunteer for a year at Coire, you will live alongside the residents in one of the 7 houses on the large estate here in Dunkeld. Each house is home to between 4 and 5 residents. You will provide companionship to the residents and day service participants throughout the day and evenings. Meals are taken together within the home, and residents participate in activities depending on their ability and wishes. During the evenings, there are social and recreational activities to be involved in. Your days will involve providing companionship, laughter, and encouragement to residents, increasing their confidence and their interpersonal skills. Monday to Friday, you will accompany residents to their activities, which include woodwork, baking, estate, and all of that. So the information is a lot. I'm not going to read it all because the video will be too long, but you can always come and check it out for yourself. So for you to apply, you will need to fill in an application form first, and then when you send it back, remember to include a passport sized photograph and then a current police check. So you can click here to access that form. So it's over here when I download it. So this is how the form looks like. So you can print it out, fill it in with your information, put everything over there, and then once you're done filling in, you send it back to them on their email address. Okay, you'll send it back to them on their email address. So if you're selected and if they see you fit, then they'll definitely get back to you. So I'm not going to read all the information because it's going to take me really long, but in a nutshell, this is about Coire. Our third website is the Camphill community. So as you can see, it's already showing you if you'd like to volunteer in the UK. Okay, so we are just going to go straight into volunteering. Okay, so if you'd like to volunteer with the Camphill community, this is the information about it. So they have volunteer co-working. The Hatch community supports the Camphill tradition of welcoming people from all over the world to join their work as resident volunteer co-workers. This is generally for the period of a year, but shorter periods can be agreed to suit personal circumstances. This is a wonderful opportunity to experience a unique and unforgettable time, make great friends, and learn lots of new skills. You should have a sincere interest in working with and sharing a household with adults with learning difficulties. So to find out more details about their volunteer opportunities, we will download that guide. And also here they have mentioned that you can equally follow them on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date with future volunteer opportunities. So this is their blog. You can always go there and read more details about them. Okay, so this is their volunteer guide that you can download for you to read more information about their volunteer opportunities. And equally, if you want to get in touch with them to start your volunteering experience, you can equally email them at that email. So they have mentioned here that you're going to be a part of a team supporting residents with a range of activities in their homes, workshops, and wider communities. So volunteering with them is a great opportunity to experience a unique and unforgettable time, make great friends for life, learn lots of new skills. And you're going to work alongside experienced staff members and other volunteers taking part in day-to-day activities. You'll also take an active part in their plays, festivals, and other community parties. Okay, so that's a brief. They're basically just trying to explain to you what exactly will be expected of you when you volunteer with them. So how to apply? If you'd like to apply for a volunteer position at the Camphill, then you need to follow these steps. So as a volunteer worker, you must have the right to work in the UK. You may be eligible to apply for a temporary work charity visa. We can discuss this process if we proceed with your application. So you can apply for a volunteer role using a couple of different methods. You can email us with a, and our last website is Share Discovery Village. So this website is also looking for volunteers, and as you can see, they're asking you if you already have the time and skill to be a volunteer. Whatever your skills or experience, whatever your ability or time commitment, how can you help? So Share needs people to help out in all areas on site, from helping our core of highly skilled staff run a variety of activities to helping in the kitchens or bar to caring for or befriending some of our many elderly or special needs guests. You do not need to have qualifications or previous experience to get involved. We believe that everybody has something to share, and no matter where your skills or interests lie, we will be very grateful for whatever it is that you have to give. So you can always check them out on their socials to, get updated on their activities. So when you scroll down here, they have different types of volunteering. They have short-term volunteering, weekends, that is 1 or 2 weeks. Long-term volunteering is between 3 to 6 months. International volunteering. Then there's volunteers with disabilities, summer volunteering, senior volunteers, residential for the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So of course, if you're applying from outside the UK, then yours will fall under this category of international volunteering. So who you'll be working with? Share works closely with many different groups and societies every year. Many of our 10,000 guests come from the MS Society, the Down Syndrome Society, the Muscular Dystrophy Society, the RNIB, and the NDCS, as well as primary and secondary school groups, youth groups, church groups, scouts. So you can see they have quite a wide range. Need volunteers all the time, so whatever time you can give will be very much appreciated. Whether it's a weekend, a week, or even a day, they will always be glad to receive that extra help. So the types of volunteers that they have activity volunteers, who assists their qualified instructors in delivering water, land, and art-based activities. They have arts volunteers, senior volunteers, international volunteers. So this is where you fall under, because this is where they welcome about 15 international volunteers from all over the world to assist with all duties and enjoy their center life. So these volunteers stay between 1 week to several months, living and working alongside their staff and other volunteers. Then they have fundraising volunteers, maintenance, housekeeping, and kitchen volunteers. So you can see they have quite a range of different volunteers. So what's in it for you? There's food and accommodation provided for all volunteers during their stay. Volunteers have access to all the facilities offered at Share. Accommodation for short-term volunteers is provided on site, and for long-term volunteers is provided in 2 houses, both located 1/4 mile from the main Share site. We offer not only food, accommodation, but also comprehensive training, in many cases leading to NGB qualifications. Opportunities to meet a huge variety of people of all ages and abilities from all around the world and make lifelong friends. You'll be helping people and learning lots of new skills, and you'll also get all this on the beautiful shore of Learn and. So, what age do you have to be? For short-term volunteers from Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, they must be a minimum of 16 years of age. Long-term and those from overseas must be a minimum of 18 years of age. So that means they don't have any upper age limit, which is an advantage. So all volunteers are offered programs of induction and training to support development of their work at Share. So how can you get involved? If you'd like to join them, then you simply need to contact them on this number if you're probably within the UK, and if you're outside the UK, then you can email them with your CV and cover letter, telling them what type of volunteer opportunity you're interested in, and they'll always get back to you. So it's that simple, straight to the point, and I wish you all the best. Out of the different websites that I've just shared with you, which one of them are you going to apply for? So I encourage you to take that step and begin your application right away. Most of them are actually closing the applications in January. So you need to make sure that you submit your application as soon as possible, so that you can stand a chance of being one of the selected volunteers, and you could possibly find yourself in the UK next year. So that was it. In case if you need any assistance or any one-on-one consultation with me, then the link is in the description box below, and I'll also leave it in the comments as well below. So that was it for the video. Thank you so much, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Bye for now.